you sure it's live right now?
Yeah. It says on stream. Is it good?
We're on Twitch. Is it live on YouTube? I don't think it's live on YouTube. We are now live on YouTube. Oh no, wait.
It says we are. Or at least it's a YouTube logo next to it.
No audio coming out of the YouTube. Negative audio coming out of the Twitch.
We're at 8 seconds.
Alright.
Should I just end it?
No, it's fine. Just let it rip. Please just stay with me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit Sports community around the world. Do we have 10s? Can I get some 10s?
I think we have 10s.
Do we have 10s? Do we have 10s? Do we, in fact, have some tenneroonies with cheese?
Yours is coming through for sure.
10s indeed. Let's go. It looks fucking dark in here, but that's fine. No, we're good. We're just going to let it rip, dude. We're going to let it rip. We're back in stew. Rav is producing. Unfortunately, Josh is playing. The kid might be stuck in Chicago for about a month because the bad weather's here, and he got stuck in Chicago, and we might just have to do the show without Josh for a full month.
Yeah, there's a polar vortex going around the entire country, it seems, except Arizona.
No way.
Of course, it's still 70 degrees in Arizona.
I bet.
But yeah, I mean, it's fucking 20 degrees here. It feels like -5, supposedly.
Yeah, I'm not loving it. The wind is the problem. That's the problem that you get in Texas. You get this brisk wind that comes through, and it'll crumble you. It'll just crumble you.
It feels horrible.
Muted. We can't hear Rav. Can't hear the iPad kid. That's really rude, guys. Guys, that's really rude.
Check. That's got to be good.
No, that's got to be good. Can we hear the iPads? Are the iPads banging?
Checking. We're back.
Are the iPads banging? We're all good.
Dude.
Rav was just saying that there's a massive polar vortex going on all across the United States, except for Arizona.
Yeah, it's still 70 degrees in Arizona.
Which I don't think I've talked to you since you guys got bounced out of the college football playoff.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
How have you been feeling? Oh.
I think we're good.
We're back.
That was the most draining game I've ever been a part of.
Well, first they found your luggage.
Yeah.
So you lost luggage.
Yeah.
Then the game kicked off. They went, hey, we found your luggage.
Yeah. Literally as the game was kicking
So
off.
you start on a high note.
I didn't have my luggage while I was home. I didn't have it for 10 days. I was calling 3 airports every day. Trying to find it. Yeah.
Where was it?
It was in Atlanta. And I called Atlanta like every day, multiple days.
Dude, that's the worst airport maybe on planet Earth.
I know. And they were like,
So
oh,
honestly,
we don't
I'm
have
not
it.
shocked.
Yeah, I know. It was ridiculous. But yeah, they called me and they say they found it as the game's kicking off, which was just a relief because I was starting to think that it was gone forever. And thank God, because I had half my fucking closet in there.
I was about to say, I feel like when you're packing, at least for me, like I pack my 10 out of 10 clothes.
Yeah, dude, I packed
Like
all
I'm
my good
packing
clothes.
my favorite shirts, my favorite pants. If that's gone, I'm in shambles.
Well, luckily I got a good amount of clothes for Christmas, so I just packed like one of my mom's carry-on bags and just used all of those good clothes. Like that polo that I was wearing at the game was a Christmas gift.
Peter?
Yeah, Peter Millar.
So Peter. You found your luggage as the ball tipped, and then you guys scored first.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the only...
You can't make up that start.
One of the... I mean, it should have been a touchdown. Don't even get me started.
Don't even get him started.
I would love to know, though, how that game looked from a TV viewing perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you guys were going to win.
Yeah.
That 4th and 13, I mean, just what are we doing?
I know.
I get the aggression, but there's just no reason.
Well, the aggression's
I guess
fine.
you're like, just end the game, so we're just going to go for it. All out blitzy. But, like, where are we over the top?
I know. The aggression's fine. And dude, the guy that was in coverage was the guy that you were telling me about. The guy that started the fucking.
And then he blew it.
And then he blew it.
And then he blew it.
Xavier Alford.
I did see a video of Kenny Dillingham listening to Rod Wave in the car. He might be goated.
Wait. Dillingham was listening to Rod Wave?
Yeah. And it was hard on ice. So Dillingham might be goated.
I didn't see that.
He might be
He's
like
so
actually
goated.
goated.
He's so goated. He's
He
like us, dude. I mean, he's like 35 years old.
Okay. We're not that close. I'm not that close to fucking 35 years
Compared
old.
to the rest of the fucking coaches in college
Dude,
football.
I'll tell you what, though. Some days... Dude, I'm starting to have, like, a crazy realization. So I was, by all accounts, from 21 years old up until about 5 months ago, just obsessed with partying. Like, I wanted to go out every day of the week if I could. That's where Pay for the Drinks came from. Like, I just loved being in the scene. I just, like, loved it. Like, I loved going out. I loved being at bars. I loved, like, getting a couple drinks, making some mistakes, doing whatever. Dude, whatever, like, I don't know what happened to my body or my mind, but the past, like, month and a half, dude, I have no desire. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I used to be an all-time fun guy to go out with. Like, when I first moved to Dallas, and, like, before I got to Dallas, I'd go out in New York with my buddies. And when I first got to Dallas, it was, like, just like, dude, Thursday through Sunday, like, just going.
Just rip.
Yeah, just rip it. And, dude, the past, like, month and a half, like, I just have no interest.
I mean, your frontal lobe is developing.
Like, yeah, maybe my frontal lobe is finally developed, dude, and I'm just, like, an actual adult now. But, dude, I have no interest, like, going out anymore. And,
Yeah.
like, not that I don't have it in me, but, like, now when I'm out sometimes, it's just like, dude, what am I doing? Like, I'd rather be at home.
Yeah.
Which is weird, dude, because I've never had that feeling. Also, shout out Amy Casser in the YouTube chat. I do remember you telling me that you can't get on the Bears to win or lose. But
Dude.
they did, in fact, win.
I don't think it's that weird. I mean, you're just kind of like growing up, and you have more important priorities.
But I feel like what has happened in my life recently, I need to be back in, like, going out mode and, like, meeting people and doing whatever. But it's almost like I am going the reverse way. Like, I'm just like, dude, I don't want to go out. I don't want to do this.
Well,
It's such a weird feeling.
Yeah,
Even
that's
being
fair.
at the bars, being like, dude, a year ago, if you were like, yeah, vodka Sprite, and we're ripping, it feels like now you got to twist my arm to, like, want a vodka Sprite. I used to wake up being like, dude, I need a vodka Sprite, like, right now. Like, I need to go out, have a little vodka Sprite, get a little day drink going. And now it's just like, dude, you got to, like, turn my arm,
Yeah.
get a vodka Sprite.
I mean, that's fair. I haven't hit that yet. My prefrontal cortex isn't.
Yeah, your frontal prefrontal has not developed yet. However, mine might be fully developed now.
I do understand that, though. I think I'm going to actually try to do a sober January. I don't know if you guys in chat or you have even thought about it, but
Dude,
I'm not going to try to drink it all in January.
I got
until
a
the Super
couple
Bowl.
buddies doing a dry January.
Yeah, that's what it's called, yeah.
I feel like it's very popular. Here's my take on the dry January, because I was talking to some people that are also trying to do dry January.
Yeah.
I get it. I think it's cool. I think it's great. I think that kind of stuff is more so great to see if you have the discipline to do it, because I don't think it's necessarily like the healthiness of it, because then you start drinking even more excessively after it's over.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to, like, see if you have the discipline to do it. My take is, however, when I'm in, like, my 60s, 70s, hopefully my 80s. Actually, I want to pass away relatively young, so I don't really want to make it to my 80s.
You want to drink every day?
No, I'm just like, I don't see myself drinking at those ages. Like 70s
okay.
and 80s. Like, I don't see myself drinking at those ages. So when I'm young, I'm just going to destroy my body. So, like, New Year, gonna need to have a drink on the weekend. Like, you know what I mean?
That's fair.
So I don't like doing that kind of stuff, because I feel like, you know, like, going to the gym every day is, like, my way of showing myself that I, like, can
Have discipline.
yeah. But I think it's great, I think it's great. The only thing I hate is 75 hard. I think that's fucking stupid.
Dude, and it's just gotten super mainstream, and everyone's, like, the people that do it love to post about it.
Dude. Doing 75 hard is much like being, I feel like, a vegan. All you want to do is just tell people you're doing 75 hard. Like, if you ever meet a vegan, the first thing they're going to be is like, oh, I actually can't eat that. I'm vegan. It's like, oh, okay, so that's just your entire personality now?
Dude, but being vegan is just so much worse for you than actually, like, doing 75 hard. That's a completely other topic.
I saw a comedian that was talking about how, like, people that are lactose intolerant, like, have to tell you they're lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this menu looks so good. It's just such a shame I can't have a lot of it. It's like, oh, why? It's like, oh, well, one lick of dairy, I'm on the toilet for hours. It's like,
oh,
okay.
I'm so sorry for you. I feel so bad.
Yeah, make no mistake. If your body can't handle a little bit of dairy, that might just be natural selection. That might just be natural selection, and that might just be a sign that you weren't tough enough to be here.
What's the fucking pill that you take to not be lactose intolerant? Or, like...
Oh, it's like
Lactaid?
Lactaid.
Yeah, you need a Lactaid.
Take a Lactaid, drink a milkshake, and grow up. Take a Lactaid, drink a milkshake, grow the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I hate 75 hard. I hate it. I hate it. Because you know what? I was just talking about not going out, but I'm just, when the weekend hits, I need a little bev. I just need a little bev. And
That's fair.
I think I'm out of the stage of my life where, like, I want to go out, but I want a little bev. I want a little beer. I just started an online dynasty in college football with my buddies.
Did you really?
I'm going to bring Georgia Southern to the top, to the upper echelon of college football. That's my plan.
That sounds
So fun. I just want a little beer.
I have to do that.
I want a little bev, and I want to bring Georgia Southern to the top of college football. That's just my plan, and that's just what I want to do. And 75 hard, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I won't do it.
Yeah, no.
I refuse.
I mean, you can still be disciplined and feel good about yourself and not do 75 hard and not be an asshole about it.
100%. 100%. I also know myself. If I was doing 75 hard, I'd have to tell everyone I'm doing 75 hard. And I don't want to be that guy, so I can't do it, and I won't do it. I won't do it to the people around me. Yeah. All right. Let's move. Let's talk about what in the world. I don't know if we have graphics.
We do.
Oh, we do.
We're getting nice.
Graphic. We're getting nice.
I run it.
That graphic. Yeah, let me know what's that.
And it's done.
It's actually Mikey and Rav today talking about what in the world. That's the news segment of the morning after. We talk about having in the news and sports last night. Rav, here's the problem about it. The Jets and the Bears both won. And the polar vortex is coming. I'm not going to say that's a sign, but it's a sign.
Do you know what else is
the world is freezing over. Because those two franchises and those two programs, they shouldn't be getting wins on the same weekend, and they shouldn't be getting wins in the fashion that they get them.
And then you're interviewing their damaged goods. Did you see that?
Yeah, and here's the problem about it. If I gave you the full list of every coach that the Jets are interviewing right now, I think you could make the case that we'd need an aide at school. That we'd be the kid that needs an aide. And I'm saying that because I've never seen a worse short list from a professional franchise.
I've been thinking the same thing. I've been thinking, like, do they think this is, like, 2018?
Like, I don't know what the conversations are in the building other than what's your favorite color? Because the guys that we are interviewing are guys that if you just look at the football resume, they shouldn't be in the room.
It's so fucked. Vance Joseph.
Dude.
Matt Nagy.
Dude. Arthur Smith.
Ron Rivera.
Arthur Smith.
Take Arthur Smith, dude.
Arthur Smith.
Take Tomlin. For all I care.
And we already talked about it, but the worst part is Adam Gase is like the VP of the company that's in charge of the hiring process. When that guy got hired in his introductory press conference, if you told me he was on the spectrum, I would have believed you with the eyes. And if that guy is interviewing the guys that are supposed to run my football franchise again, I'd be in shambles.
No wonder he's part of a consulting firm now. He can't even have a fucking job in the NFL.
Yeah, no shit. He couldn't even coach, like, middle school football.
And now he's fucking over the team that fired him. How is your owner letting this happen?
Well, because the owner lets his 14-year-old make all the goddamn decisions.
Well, he's like a Baron Trump.
No, like actually, his son is 14 years old, and he like makes the calls on draft night.
What?
Yeah, and he like walks
What's his
around the
name?
locker room and like yells at people.
What's his name?
Brick,
What?
I think.
Shut up.
It's something weird. Something Johnson. Might be Brick Johnson.
Dude, no way his name is Brick.
Is it Brick?
Yes.
Yeah, Brick Johnson.
What the fuck?
Yeah, his son's good at Madden though, and that's all that matters. No, but here's the thing about it.
Brick Johnson?
Here's the thing about it. If you're a draft pick for the New York Jets, you're getting a call from Brick Johnson. He's 15 years old.
Dude, that is
Getting
so
a call.
bad.
If you're Jalen Milroe, you're getting a call from Brick Johnson on draft night, and that's just what it is. And you're just gonna have to make your peace with it now. Funniest part about it is, they interviewed Aaron Rodgers after the game, obviously. And if Aaron Rodgers' engine fell out of his car in GTA, it wouldn't bother me. And they were like, Aaron, do you think you'll be with the Jets this year? And ever since Aaron Rodgers just took the plant and made it into medication, he just thinks it's fun to just give like the worst possible answer. And he was just like, even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. But the future is gonna be the future. Like, dude,
That's the most A-Rod
like
answer ever. Meanwhile, you've got Tyreek Hill saying, "No, I'm gone. Show me the door."
Which, by the way, as someone that's been a Jets fan for a long time, losing to the Jets will fuck your whole psyche up. And I'm not shocked. Like, everyone was like, no way, Tyreek, no way. Like, I don't think you guys understand. If you're a football player and you lose to the New York Jets, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'd have the same reaction.
Yeah.
If I was Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins and we ended the season losing to the New York Jets, I'd also want to be out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, get me out of here. I'm done. I'm out. That'll do it. Like, losing to the Jets, I feel like puts you in the dark place. And I get it, There's only 5 teams that could be a part of that list. But my Lord above, I can't imagine losing to the Jets.
Yeah. I mean,
Especially this team.
and they were in contention too.
In contention.
I mean, the Broncos were never going to lose the Chiefs.
But here's my thing about that, Rav, that I also want to talk about. I feel like if you add the 17th game, you shouldn't be allowed to rest players like that, because I think it is, and I saw someone had this take, I don't know who it is, but I'm going to steal the take and just say it to you and get your opinion on it, because I totally agreed. This is the reason why the NBA ratings went down. It's because there's too many games and there's too much rest. And I feel like it's unfair to the Bengals to be fighting like they did at the end of the season and it come down to their season ending because Bo Nix gets to play the Kansas City Chiefs reserves.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's unfair. And I mean, the extra game is all fun and games, but it's clearly gotten to the point where everyone, the top teams are resting everybody, and it fucks all the teams that are actually fighting and battling.
Well, the Bengals shouldn't have even. I mean, they put themselves in that situation.
I agree. Shout out Cohen's Cake with T. What's up?
Thank you, Cohen's Cake.
I agree it's unfair. At some point, they were 4-8. I agree with both, but I do think it's frustrating that if you're a Bengals player and you guys figured it out, you're starting to bust. You're obviously a team that needs to be in the playoffs. That, number one, a team that would have to play you if they won, and the Chiefs obviously doesn't want to see you there. Comes out, puts in the reserves, and just gets banged out.
Yeah. Well, they would have had to play Bills first.
The Bengals?
Yeah. The Chiefs have the bye.
Oh, the Chiefs have the bye. You're right.
Dude, we only see Mahomes play for like 24 days.
Yeah, but you could just cut on Rail's highlights in the meantime.
Dude, speaking of, college football is basically done. And that's sad.
I know, dude. We have a game today, though.
We do.
It's in Frisco.
Yeah.
We could go.
You want to go?
No, it's going to be freezing cold.
But we could thug it out.
Dude, I don't want to thug that game.
Come on. Come on.
Dude, no.
Tommy Millott.
There's a couple games in my life that I will refuse to thug out, and North Dakota State, Montana State is one.
Dude, it's the FCS Natty.
And I feel like it's those two teams every year.
No, well,
If you-
kind of, yeah. It's definitely North Dakota State every year, for sure.
If you close your eyes, got in a time machine, and went back in time, I think you could pick any year, and it'd be Montana State playing North Dakota State in the FCS championship.
Or like South Dakota State playing South Dakota.
Yeah. Like I got news for you.
But still, dude, I want to go. I was like, Nick, why are they playing this game there? It's gonna be fucking freezing.
They played every year.
And he's like, well, I'm not going, or we're not going. I said, okay, I'm just asking you a question. Like, why are they playing the game outside?
It's always at the Frisco.
It's always here.
It's always at the Toyota Stadium. Yeah.
Really?
I knew someone that knew someone that went to Montana State. I used to have a sweatshirt. They're sick.
Dude, why is it here every year, though?
I don't know. And they always do it the one weekend that it's fucking freezing cold.
Yeah. I mean, the first weekend of January, really?
Yep. It's behind it. Well, I think they're like, when do you guys have openings at Toyota Stadium? And they're like, first weekend of January? Like, all right. Let's see on SeatGeek what the game is. How much it costs. Should we check?
Yeah.
I'm going to say $5.
Dude.
What do you think the cheapest ticket's going to be?
$5?
What do you think the cheapest ticket?
I'm going to say like
to get in the door.
17.
Okay. I'm going to do one ticket. Holy mother of rat.
Is it a lot?
Dude, 104 is get-in price.
Oh, wow.
Dude, is this game going to be yoinked?
Dude, it's a great game.
If you wanted to sit, dude, it's sold out front row. If you want to sit front row, $173. Not even on the 50. If you want to sit in the box, $302. Dude, if you get like 10 buddies, pay $30 each to just get a fucking box.
All right, well, let's find 8 more guys.
Just rip the FCS Natty?
Yeah, in the box, and we can fucking make a video about it.
Well, if you guys want to go to the FCS Natty night and you live in Texas, $104, SeatGeek, use code BookitWithTrent, 10% off. W-plug.
W-ad.
Let's see you get a plug the hard way. I got news for you. We're going to talk about that game. We're going to talk about college basketball. But before we move there, Rav, I talked to you about it on your talked about it on the phone last night. Can you just break down being a Steelers fan? Because I feel like the past at least 4 years, you start the year and everyone goes, Steelers are going to be ratitude rat piss. Then you get like 7 to 8 weeks in and then it's, 82. Wow, this team is dead ass a contender. This defense is incredible. The offense is low key rolling. This team is like could possibly win the division and is going to compete for a Super Bowl this year. And then we get to week 17 and you're looking at a car with no wheels.
Yeah.
How does
every year
as a fan where we start the year going week Super Bowl or bust and we get to week 5 and it's bust, how do you manage expectations and emotions when that's the roller coaster the past 5 years?
Dude, I don't. I let them get to me every year. I made a bet.
That's good. No, that's good.
I made a bet with Charlie that they'd win a playoff game this year. And now I have zero faith they can beat the Ravens.
Why do you guys? So what? In division, it feels like you should always win your home games. As a team, that rarely happens on my side. How have you just completely shit down your leg against the division? I think the past couple games, dude.
Did go
like your team shouldn't lose to the Bungles.
No,
they shouldn't.
Well, do you know why? They put up 40 points the first time they played Bengals.
Yeah,
in
crazy.
Cincinnati.
It's crazy.
And then they throw it out. They throw out the entire game plan and then decide to do some magical keep the possession kind of offensive focus where they got tripled up in possession. Where they just wanted to run the ball and not throw against the worst secondary in the league. And they lost. And even the defense played well. 19 points against that offense. That's fucking great. And that was the first time the defense played great in weeks. But this is just a classic, just Tomlin shit down his leg.
Wow. Okay, so are you a part of the Steelers fandom that Tomlin out?
Dude, I've loved Tomlin, but there's just a common denominator now. Every year that this happens, it's Tomlin.
Dude, I want to be a part. You know what's so funny, Rav? Actually, just going to sidetrack us real quick, and that'll bring us back. So I took an Uber home yesterday, back up to Frisco. And first of all, weirdest Uber I've ever been in. I got in the Uber. I was like exhausted, a little hungover. And I don't like talking to my Ubers, but like I also understand that it's like they're real people and sometimes they get bored so they want to talk.
Yeah.
And I can, obviously, as you guys can tell, I can yap sometimes. So sometimes it's like, if I don't want to talk, if they start the conversation, I'll talk. Like start the ride, Silence. And I was like, oh my God, perfect. I'm just going to sit here. I got my AirPod in, listen to a little shimmy, just trying to get the mind right before I get back to my hellhole of an apartment. And we're like driving. Dude, 10 minutes into the ride. I've never had this happen. The guy goes, he was an Indian gentleman. He had a little bit of an accent. I couldn't really understand 100% because it was a very, very, very thick accent. So I had to like turn my music off and like really lock in because he wanted to talk the rest of the ride. But he did turn the rear view all the way down so that when he looked at it, it was just me. So he couldn't see out the back of the goddamn car with the angle he turned it. And he goes, I'm not going to do the accent because I don't want to get canceled. But he goes, so what do you do for a living? And turned the
I can hear the accent.
Turned the full mirror down. So I was like, wow, we're literally about to have an eye-to-eye conversation for this entire ride.
To the mirror.
I'm going to keep it a buck. I straight up lied. I'm also in the point now in my life where if I go to a bar and I don't want to talk to somebody, I'm just lying. I'm lying.
Dude.
I'm lying out my ass.
Why?
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah.
Because it is hysterical. I'm talking we were with our one buddy in Dallas who is I'm actually convinced there's rocks inside his cranium.
No.
Like new guy.
Oh.
Rocks in cranium. And we were like watching the games and this group of females walks by and he just can't not talk to them. And I'm just not in the mood to do that. I don't want to talk to any females. I don't want to do it. I'm like, I need a minute. And now the group's talking to us and I'll just lie. If I got I'm just lying.
Dude.
I was like, I'm a lawyer, just got laid off.
Dude.
We had a massive case and I just completely botched the fine details.
Oh my God.
Totally blew it.
Why would you do that?
Totally blew it. No, but I'm saying this is what I was saying to them.
Okay.
I was like, I totally blew it. Just got laid off. Like in a real bad spot right now. Like trying to get the career back, reaching out to like real small law firms now because I thought this was my big break. Just lie. Yeah. Just lie. Because I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to talk to me.
Oh, that's
fair.
I'm
just going to lie.
Okay.
I'm just going to lie.
Fine. That's fair.
So this Uber asked me what I do for a living. Okay, I'm just lying.
Yeah.
I was like, I work for the Mavs. He was like, no way. He was like, you work for the Mavs? That's crazy. I love basketball. I'm also a big baseball guy. Who do you support in baseball? I said, I'm a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. And I did it, and that wasn't a lie. That was the first person I've told I'm a Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
Dude, well,
that was the first person I think. And he goes, not a Rangers fan. And I was like, nah, I grew up in New Jersey. So now it makes no sense.
So now you're partially telling the truth.
No, well, I tell all the truth. It's just like if you ask me what I do or anything, I'm just gonna lie. So I was like, yeah, I'm a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. And then the guy, he also owns gas stations in Wisconsin.
Oh, well, why is Ubering?
I don't know.
You should have asked him.
I didn't really ask him much about himself.
Dude, listen, you think the Jets are bad?
No, but I'm all in on the Pirates rebuild.
Your summer's going to be a hellhole.
But I'm saying, my point was, this is how I bring it back. I just want to tell you, I told someone I'm a Pirates fan.
That's
I want
fire.
to bring it back. I want to be a part of a fan base because when the Team USA for soccer wanted to fire the coach, I love being behind like a Salah out movement. Like Tomlin out. Like I love being behind like a get the head coach fire movement.
Yeah.
Because it brings the fan base together and there's nothing funnier than like when things are going bad, just being like, dude, Tomlin out. Like Tomlin out. Like, are you printing the T-shirts? Tomlin out? Are you part of that group?
I do think that he needs to be gone because there's just organizationally there's just a problem on offense where they think they could just win with defense and win with not turning the ball over and think it's okay. But the rest of the offense, the rest of NFL is not like that anymore. Like you look at the fucking Lions and the Chiefs and all of the good offensive teams. Like they're not running the ball more than they're throwing. They're being a little riskier with their passing and their schemes.
I mean, you watch the Lions, dude,
and just don't turn over the ball. It's just fucking annoying. And win with defense. Like I understand winning with defense, but you can win with defense and also
have a good offense.
Yeah, and they just
look at the Lions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the defense looked great for them last night. With Anzalone back.
Speaking of though, your run game. I feel like you guys play smash mouth football, which is what I'm doing at Georgia Southern. We run the ball 75% of snaps in my online dynasty. But I saw an edit. I didn't know Najee Harris has had 1,000 rush yards every year.
Yeah, but that's like so.
But
overblown.
Here's my question: do you want him re-signed? Where are you at with Najee? Because I saw a really sad edit.
I don't think so.
And it was, tell the world that I'm coming home. And it was him being like, just want to thank you guys for welcoming me into your city. It's a kid from California. And then it was like his highlights. And I was like, damn it. You guys just not going to re-sign Najee?
Dude, I honestly might think I think he might have a hard time finding a starting job.
I mean, wherever he goes, it's definitely going to be committee. I mean, it's going to be committee with you guys as well.
Yeah. I don't think he stays.
Make no mistake, the guy runs with jeans on.
Have you seen how stacked the running back class is?
Yeah, dude. My running back at Georgia Southern, he's like unbelievable in the video game. Looked him up in real life, declared for the draft.
Oh.
So he might get drafted this year.
You're going to be one and done with this running back.
Yeah, speaking of like deep running back classes. But yeah, it actually is crazy deep.
They need to take Scotto.
Well, that's just fandom talking. You know? That's fandom talking.
But I think they for sure draft running back.
I mean, you're definitely drafting a running
back. They need
to
sign a receiver because the free agent receiver class, whatever this year, is pretty good too.
You might need to get rid of George. George is reeking of Antonio Brown's brain with not a lot, with like an ounce of the skill.
Dude, if we get rid of George, like, there's no one.
No, I know, but I'm saying like, something's got to shake with that kid because he has got the attitude of Antonio Brown, but he hasn't achieved anything that Antonio Brown has.
We need to find a better receiver around him. Yeah, we need to give him other good receivers.
I don't disagree.
And for some reason, they won't use Mike Williams.
Neither did we.
Why?
I don't know.
The only time that
Mike Williams fall off makes no sense because on the Chargers he was like fucking cracked.
Yeah, and he's still when he plays he's cracked. Did you see the catch he made yesterday on Saturday?
He's good.
Yeah, and they're not playing him. I don't know why. He's better than fucking Van Jefferson.
Shout out.
It's so annoying. They're gonna draft a receiver probably and then sign a receiver. Maybe Tyreek if they were serious.
Wow.
If they were serious.
I think Tyreek's gonna want to go to like a true West Coast air raid offense, dude.
Yeah, fuck Arthur Smith.
I don't know if he would. Yeah, I don't know if he's looking at the Steelers.
It all just comes. I love Tomlin. It all comes down to Tomlin. His last 3 offensive coordinator hires were Randy Fichtner, who was Big Ben's just like best friend, who was a quarterback coach and nothing else, and then Matt fucking Canada.
Matt Canada was bad.
and then
Arthur Smith might be worse.
Arthur Smith, who is exactly he's exactly the O coordinator that Tomlin wants him to be. Like they don't have a risky fucking scheme pass O coordinator. They have a good quarterbacks coach or receivers coach right now, Zach Gazzani, who could be that. He could be that, but they're not going to fire Smith after 1 year. I feel like we're just stuck in a hellhole until Tomlin's gone.
Yeah, you are in a pick. You're in a bit of a pick. And
not even bad enough to get a good draft pick.
True. Well, shout out the Jets. We just cannot go a year without shooting ourselves in the foot. No reason to win that game.
Yeah.
No reason to win that game. I think we dropped out of the top 10. I think we're 12 now, if not 10.
Oh, look.
But tankathon.com, we could have been, I think, top 8 if we just lose that game. We lost that game. Are you on a tankathon.com?
Yeah, you're at 7.
We're at 7.
Yeah. Yeah, because Panthers won.
Oh, my God, because the Panthers won.
And the Bears won.
Oh, my God, you're so right. Wait, dude,
the Bears are at 10.
Do they have mock? Who we mocked at 7?
Yeah, they do.
New York Jets Nation in the Twitch chat. Happy to have some representation. Come on, New York Jets Nation. I better see you here every single morning.
You want to guess who they're mocked?
Jalen Nora.
No.
Jackson Dart.
Not a quarterback.
If you say an offensive lineman, I'm running.
It's not an offensive lineman, but that would be funny. I don't see Milrow or who'd you just say?
Tell me who the fuck were mocked.
Abdul Carter.
God fucking damn it. Here's the thing about it. I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at Madden and we're drafting guys based off Madden and I don't know what we're doing.
Abdul Carter is a generational prospect.
I got news for you. He's not fixing the problems we got. Give me one problem that Abdul Carter is fixing that the Jets got.
Dude, him and Quinnen would be fucking gross.
Quinnen's a problem.
Yeah, but
Quinnen hasn't had, I don't think Quinnen has had 10 sacks all year.
How it's hard.
No, I don't think Quinnen has had 10 sacks his entire career, and we drafted him out of Alabama, and what we paid him, he should be getting close to 10.
Yeah, I mean, well, is he a good run stuffer? Because that's what matters at DL.
No! Run stuffer? You could fucking close your eyes and click a running back against us, and they had 120 yards. We fucking went against the backup running back in San Francisco. Chelly took the lesson on his rush yards. He had like 150. I don't even know what Quinnen does well, dude. The only good guy we have on the line this year was Will McDonald. Hassan Reddick was a cardboard cutout.
I mean, maybe he gets enabled by better edge play.
That sounds like my buddy that's a cuck gets enabled by better edge play. Like, god damn it. I actually don't have a buddy that's a cuck. If you had a buddy that was a cuck, would you feel comfortable being their friend?
No.
If he was like, listen, I got a girlfriend, I really love her, but I just like to watch her get banged out.
No, that'd be weird.
I don't think I could be his friend. Like, if he had a cuck chair in his room.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like
you mean
like I mean like a dead ass cuck chair in the room.
Where it's just like.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah.
Put your leg up.
He's like, you know what? I enjoy vodka Sprite. I enjoy a good rum and Coke. I also enjoy sitting in the room watching my girl get banged out. Could you be his friend? I don't know if I could.
So.
I don't know if I could.
I'd ghost him instantly.
Don't know if I could. Moral dilemma, could you be friends with a buddy that's got a cuck chair and he partakes in the cuck?
This would be a good Twitter conversation opener. Like the TMA.
Yeah, literally. This TMA is off the rails. No, but I mean, like, it's also, my frustration is when you draft a guy like Abdul Carter, since we already drafted a guy like Will McDonald, it takes edge rushers 2 to 3 years to find a rhythm. It's really hard to come in the NFL and have immediate production as a rusher on defense.
He is like generational.
But then it is in any other position. Like, it took Will McDonald a year and then 5 games to find his rhythm, and now he's excellent production-wise.
He's a better prospect than Will McDonald was. I would say that he's a better prospect than Will Anderson.
I don't know, dude. We got so many. I'm just in my head. We got so many problems. We need a quarterback. Breece Hall's tweeting after the game, I got time today. Like, he's probably gone. Ahmad Gardner should be gone, so our secondary's now a little bit looser. Garrett Wilson might walk if Aaron Rodgers comes back as quarterback next year, which is insane to say.
Dude, he's not coming back.
Devontae Adams is definitely not coming back. We're going to figure out a way to get rid of him. Like, we got problems.
Yeah.
We got problems.
I mean, you want to hear, like, what would you, like, need? What about, like, Tedero McMillan if he fell to 7?
You know what we need? We need the Avengers gauntlet. We need, what's his name? The big purple guy? We need Thanos to walk in the building.
You forgot Thanos' name.
We need Thanos to walk in the building, get the whole Jets org. I'm talking athletic trainers, front office, social media. Just snap the fingers.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need Thanos walk in, snap the fingers. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need fucking Grimace up front.
I think you need Brick Johnson to take control.
No, we need a fucking... The reality is, Rav, we need a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think it could be Travis Hunter. I think it's a little interesting.
A cornerback?
Quarter.
Oh.
I mean Jordan Travis, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I think it could be Jordan Travis. I would love to see how the knee is holding up because I don't think the rehab is going particularly well, it seems like, behind the scenes. Because it went from he's throwing to he might suit up. And now it seems like they just deactivated him for the whole year. I would have loved to see him at least come in that last game just to be like, oh, this is the kid that we drafted.
Yeah.
But the reality is we need a quarterback because Tyrod Taylor's not your franchise quarterback. Aaron Rodgers has, I don't even know, another year left. And now we're in a limbo situation. So we need a quarterback. That's the reality. We can draft Abdul Carter, have a great edge rush, and then be in a situation where Zach Wilson can't win games because our defense could be back and we can't score 9. So we need Jesus and a quarterback. That's what we need.
Would you be comfortable with Shedeur or Cam Ward?
I'd be comfortable with Jalen Milroe.
Really?
Because it'd be fun. Is he going to throw a pick? Is he going to run for 200 yards? I don't know.
You might be even get him like in the second round.
Dude, he might drop undrafted.
No.
It would be exciting, though. Jalen Milroe snaps the ball, closes his eyes, and throws.
Can you imagine if you guys could just develop him like Lamar?
Dude, give me a quarterback that just runs. Because it's fun. It's exciting. You don't know what you're going to get. It's exciting. All right, last thing I want to talk about before we move to the slate, talk some games, talk some ball. The Detroit Lions.
Good.
Like, what they did to the Vikings last night, I'm not going to go as far to say it was the Sam Darnold game, where it felt like every Sam Darnold hater just was able to sit there and be like, I knew this was coming.
No.
Because he looked fucking horrible against a bad defense.
Yeah.
He looked horrible. Well, given Justin Jefferson dropped a couple balls.
Yeah.
But he did not look good. And that's the first time he hasn't looked good all year.
It was like an Aaron Glenn masterclass.
It was, for sure.
And they also got Anzalone back.
But with all those
bigger than.
But the secondary had holes.
Yeah.
And then it was Sam Darnold not looking good against secondary with holes. But it was, I took the Vikings plus 3. I also took the over. Shout out to Full Fade. But I took the Vikings thinking it was going to be a little bit of a trench game where the Vikings defense kind of stands up. Dude, this Lions offense, I'm convinced, is fucking impossible to scheme for.
Yeah.
Like Jahmyr Gibbs, the kid goes from 0 to lightning speed.
Yeah, he does. 4 touchdowns. Imagine if I did You Want to Get Nice with Jahmyr Gibbs last night. I'd look like a fucking genius.
Genius.
And
a genie. Like, I just don't even... And it felt... And I was talking to my buddy while the game was on, and it was... Dude, I get... So, obviously, David Montgomery's sitting out. That really hurts because he's hurt. I feel like if I'm David Montgomery and I'm the Lions, I'm almost sitting there a little bit like, this is what happens when we let Jahmyr Gibbs be the lead back and there's nobody taking touches.
Yeah.
This kid is Alvin Kamara, but 2 times better, it feels like, in some parts of his game.
Montgomery's been good, too.
And clearly Montgomery, you make the argument, is the preserving Jahmyr Gibbs guy.
Yeah.
Like, you give Montgomery touches because he'll run somebody over and it preserves Jahmyr Gibbs. But when Jahmyr Gibbs is no one taking touches, dude, he is incredible. Like, that performance last night was insane, dude.
Would Jahmyr be healthy if
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Would he be healthy? No.
Well, that's what my buddy was saying, is he was like, I think next year you're going to see a transition to Montgomery really is only in there to preserve Gibbs. Or I feel like this year
Maybe
it was a 1-2 punch.
It was
that's
1-2
what I'm saying.
punch. Yeah.
I feel like next year it's might have to transition to 1 punch with Montgomery being a little bit of a preservation guy that preserves Gibbs.
Yeah.
Because he is incredible. It honestly seems like Jahmyr Gibbs could win games by himself.
Dude, he's like the closest thing we've seen to Jamal Charles.
I agree. I think it's like Alvin Kamara in his prime.
Yeah.
Like, this kid is, like, incredible, dude. And it takes him 2 seconds to go top speed, it feels like. Check down, by the time he's taken 2 steps, he's already at the second level. It's like, how the fuck did he get there? How did he get there?
He's so good.
I was literally sitting there, blink, and how did he get there? Like, they might win it all. I thought it was going to be the Chiefs just doing it again, which it definitely is because the Chiefs are the Chiefs. But, dude, the Lions are the first team in a while that I can look at. I don't have faith in the Eagles. The Lions are the first team in a while I can look at and be like, dude, this team is impossible to beat.
Dude, I have some faith in the Eagles.
I don't. When the moment's big, Jalen Hurts just...
Yeah, but it won't be his game.
I understand, but when you're down a touchdown and it becomes Saquon Barkley, now the box is stacked, you have to throw, it feels like every time in the playoffs he just can't do it.
Maybe. I mean, I definitely like the Lions better, but I don't know. I hope that's the NFC Championship game because that would be a completely deserving final NFC game to prove
that would feed families.
Yeah.
Eagles Lions would feed families.
Yeah. And the Vikings too, like they are the 15-2 now.
And is Jalen healthy? You hope he is. They're gonna say he is going to the playoffs, but is he?
Well, if he's not, you've got a first-round quarterback behind him.
That first quarterback that the football threw him. A football through Kenny Pickett.
We didn't talk about that.
Shout out No Love, Tier 1 sub.
He was trying to pump fake, and then he fucking took himself to the ground.
He tried to pump fake, and the football threw him.
His gloves were too tight.
Shout out Kenny Pickett. Tanner McKee might be the guy, by the way. The fact that Kenny Pickett already lost a job is insane.
No. They rested him. They don't need to play.
They're resting Kenny, dude. That's where we're at, dude. They're saving Kenny for the playoff run. That is insanity.
Dude, Kenny's my fucking goat, dude.
Dude, he is.
People forget he was second in the Heisman in voting.
He's your goat. And I'm not going to take that away from you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take your goat away from me. I will say, though, Devin Carter finally suited up for the Kings. That kid's going to be generational. Shout out. Also,
how do you do?
fuck Providence College basketball. I'm done. I'm out on the year. I was sitting with my buddies, and we were at the Beat-Ups Council yesterday, and they were like, hey, are we talking college basketball today because you're playing UConn? And I said, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. Halfway through the Beat-Ups Council, they go, are you sure you don't want to hear about it because you're up 12 on UConn? We ended up losing the game. Shout out.
Fucked.
Yeah. We suck ball sack.
How did Devin Carter do?
Good. You know what? He's not scoring. I didn't say his first game he went 0 for 3. He scored his first open 3 last game, and he hit some free throws. But he's getting a lot of rebounds and assists, which I think is good.
That's good. Get involved.
I think he's going to be phenomenal, dude. I'm really excited for him. All right, Rav, let's talk some ball. Can we run graph?
Yeah.
Let's run graph. Do you have a play for the FCS game?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, wait. Welcome back to Slate Service. Part of the show we serve, so I give you all the plays you need on a Monday. Pip Talk Sports. Just wanted to take my head off early on a Monday. Shout out Pip. Jets, ass. Confirmed. Providence, ass. Confirmed. Devils, not ass. Take that back. Take that back. Take that back.
Minus 240 today.
That's literally a system fade. Who are we playing?
I don't know, but I just saw someone in the chat earlier saying.
System fade.
Let me see.
That is a system fade.
I wonder if Jelly will be fading.
I'm actually not even kidding. System fade. Sonny Dutchie.
Kraken.
Fuck you.
Kraken on the road.
Yeah, the Kraken.
Wow.
The Kraken are banging us.
The Devils are getting that much respect on the road?
Dude, we get that much respect in more games than you think. That's why it's become a system.
Wow.
All right, we got FCS ball ref.
Yeah.
I know nothing about these teams.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to do.
You're going to ask me.
I'm going to take Montana State because I used to have a Montana State sweatshirt.
Wow.
And I'm all in on Malott. Malort?
No, I think it's Malott.
Malott.
Yeah, and
I'm all in on
Mellott.
I'm all in on Malott. Give me Montana State minus 3.5.
So this is actually...
And the over. 58.5. Feed me the over.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet
Shout out
too,
Peyton,
as long as they
up.
pass more. So this is actually a rematch from last year.
I actually remember that.
They played in the FCS playoffs last year, and they lost. Your O-line got better. They have like a three-headed monster running back because Malott can also run.
Yeah, I remember him being a big runner.
Yeah, and their defense is good too, especially their D-line. And I think they're just like incrementally better and different in like a few different areas than North Dakota State, to where this is like their game to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they are the favorite, but I kind of like Montana State too.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Let's
Chat,
go.
what do you think?
I'm in on Montana State. I'm already taking them. I'm also definitely going to look at Malott when we get to our PrizePicks segment.
Yeah.
All right. Transition over to college basketball. I was looking at these lines. Some weird lines, not some great games. I think it is interesting that you're getting McNeese minus 11.5 on the road playing Northwestern State. I would love to know if Alan Breed is healthy. I couldn't find anything on that. I know they said he was going to be back around this time. But that is a very, very interesting spread to me.
Dude.
Yes.
Big Big Ten game.
Big Big Ten game, I know. I love Howard minus 6. I just love this Howard team. Against Maryland Eastern, sure. I'm going to take Howard minus 6 on the road. That's a weird one. I would not suggest putting full units on that if you're tailing me.
Dude, I think that game got postponed.
Did it?
Yeah, isn't that the game where...
It's still up on the board.
It says postponed on ESPN. Isn't that the game where there was... they played an alumni game and they kept score, and you're not allowed to do that, so they had to forfeit?
What?
Yeah. I swear to God.
What do you mean an alumni game and they kept score?
What was that game?
Howard postponed. Damn. Why is it still up on the books?
Oh no, never mind. That's not the game. It just says due to weather. But there was a game, and I forget which one it was, where someone had to forfeit because they did an alumni game, and you're not allowed to keep score or like keep track of stats or anything like an alumni game. So they had to forfeit. That school had to forfeit their next game. And
That
I thought it
is
was that one.
insane.
Yeah, I don't know where it was from, but
That is insane.
I thought it was that one. It's not.
All right, we got 2 big games today. Ohio State is playing Minnesota. We took Ohio State at home as a unranked favorite to Michigan State, and that was probably the one game that's going to be the anomaly of the system where they got cracked by Michigan State. We just should have never taken Ohio State. I don't think Ohio State is good. I think they're a little fraudulent. Very low total, and it's because Minnesota is not phenomenal. Minnesota's got one guy. They're a one-guy team. But I'll tell you what, though. We got school back in full swing, students back on camp. I'm going to take the home team with the points here because I don't see Ohio State blowing out Minnesota because I think this is one of those weird games in the Big Ten where the home team shows up and you have the home crowd and the weather's shitty, and that's what Minnesota does, and we row some boats, and I think they cover 5 against Ohio State. Like, I don't see this game getting out of hand.
Interesting.
I don't.
I was thinking about doing Ohio State, and they get nice today.
Wow. I mean, minus 230. I don't think Minnesota's going to win this game, but I think it's going to be within 5. I think that's a crazy price to get a home team in the Big Ten, regardless of how good or bad they are.
Have they played since they lost Michigan State?
This is their first game. And you're going on the road.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
fun.
road in the Big Ten is tough, dude. Like, Minnesota will have this gym packed. On the other side, I bet Houston cracks TCU, though.
Dude, that total's even lower.
I know, which tells me Houston's going to obliterate them.
Yeah, that's insane.
Minus 19 with a 128 total. Is TCU going to score 40 points? Like, holy
that's
crap.
actually nuts.
And Houston, by the way, is definitely for real.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be shocked if Houston wins by 20. Because TCU on the road is not, but TCU hasn't really by any means good this year. I think they got some guys in the portal that we thought were going to be good and just haven't been able to gel. And Houston just always seems like they blow out teams. Like, if you click into any Houston basketball team the last 3 years, before they get to the tournament, it seems like they just blow everybody out.
TCU team total under.
Wow, that could be a play.
Said Baffion.
That could be a play and a half, dude.
Do you have anything on Wisconsin Rutgers? Why do I want to? Why does the spread make me want to take Rutgers?
Let me look.
And they just lost to Indiana. And Dylan Harper went for like 40.
I did see that. He went for 39 against. Oh, man. I would take Rutgers in a bounce back spot.
Yeah, I think I would too at home.
I would absolutely take Rutgers.
Did Wisconsin just beat someone? I think they did, didn't they? Someone notable or important?
Birdie Click. I know that one felt good to get off. I don't know, though. That is weird that Wisconsin is favored at the rack.
That's what I was thinking.
That is weird. Dude, here's the thing, though, when you bet on Rutgers.
Oh, they just fucked on Iowa.
Yeah, you also got to take into account that betting on Rutgers this year is like betting on a Kentucky team. It's freshmen. They either come out and they bang on you, or you're looking in the second half and you're like, why the hell did I bet on a team that's led by 2 freshmen?
Yeah.
Against a Wisconsin team that just is all older guys.
Dude, but, I mean, they're fucking talented, are they not? They already have 6 losses.
I know, dude. Maybe you just take Rutgers at home. A little plus ching.
I kind of want to.
Although I do agree with Dilgod, the Badgers are one of those teams where it seems like they always get hot when it's really cold out, and they just stay hot for like a month or 2.
It was Ace Bailey, by the way, not Dylan Harper.
I might take Wisconsin.
Yeah, chat convincing me it's Wisconsin, and they're 0-2 on the road.
I know I might take Wisconsin. It might be just Wisconsin, dude.
Let me see what
Wisconsin, because the hot when it's cold theory.
Let me see what the splits are.
Chat, when you listen to me talk, do you lose brain cells sometimes? Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
Yeah, what is the hot when it's cold theory?
I think it's, well, I'm just saying, like, Wisconsin, like, when they're playing basketball, it seems like when it gets really cold, their basketball team just, like, turns up for no reason.
Let me check the splits real quick.
I would actually love to know the splits on this game, and I'm not a splits guy. It depends. Absolutely. All right, just want to make sure we're on the same page.
67% of the handle on Wisconsin, 64% of the bets on Wisconsin.
It might just be Wisconsin, dude. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. It just depends. Can they stop Ace Bailey? That's really what it comes down to.
They probably could.
Like, can Wisconsin's guards stop Ace Bailey?
Yeah, this is also their first away game in 4 games. And the other 2, they did lose to Illinois and Marquette.
Mikeyisms are often better than actual numbers. Maybe we take Wisconsin because hot when it's cold theory. Tanji is a goat.
Yeah, I remember Tanji fucking up on
Tanji's
when I watched them play.
I don't know. That's a weird game. I'm going to have to think about that. You guys are having to give me a couple seconds to think about that. I'm going to need to like really digest that game, actually. All right, Rav, let's talk some NBA, and then let's cook on PrizePicks. Have you been dialed? I've been dialed in on NBA props. And a Jovan system is on the board. D'Angelo Russell is up for more than 2.5 threes. He hasn't hit 2.5 threes in 5 games.
No way.
And obviously he's now the main piece in the Brooklyn Nets. So, yeah. It's almost time for Athletics plus 1.5. I'm down.
I kind of like that over, which kind of correlates with that square.
I also like that over. I was thinking the same thing, Rav. Any Pacers game, I like the over.
Yeah.
Just blind click, give me the over in any Pacers game.
Also, I don't think the Pacers they were on that like little kind of hot streak.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost 2 of the last 5, so they're still kind of doing good. They've put up 126, 128, 112, 123, 105.
Yeah, 4K.
And they just let up. They've let up. Every game's going over.
People forget I watched his son get walked by his dad's finger in church.
What?
You haven't heard that story?
No. You let your dad?
I didn't let anything happen. It happened in front of my eyes. This little kid was like walking, and the dad was like, "You want me to pick you up?" And he was like, "No." Open his mouth. Dad put the finger in the mouth. Kid bit on the finger, and he walked him like a dog.
That is fucking insane.
It's disgusting. You know what I do like, Rav? The wheels are off. Give me the Kings -4 to beat the shit out of the Heat with Devin Carter back in the rotation.
Is he actually in the rotation?
Yeah, he's in the rotation.
Yeah, the Heat
and the Kings social team is loving him.
The Heat are definitely
dude. The wheels are off for the Heat. The wheels are off. Wheels are off, dude.
They are.
The wheels are off.
They just lost by 36 to the Jazz.
I love the Kings -4. I don't like that's gonna go from bad to worse until Pat Riley nuts up and trades Jimmy.
Yeah, now they're gonna go across the country. Travel narrative.
Yeah, you love a good travel narrative. If you tell Rav that a team is taking a flight more than 2 hours, he's gonna fade him.
Dude, they just played 3 home games and now they're on the road. First road game in a while. And they're off the rails. I will gladly take the Kings with you.
Do you have a read on this Timberwolves Clippers game? Because
yeah, the under.
Wow, okay. All right.
They're both very good defensive teams. Look at that total.
214. Yeah, that's crazy.
And Clippers have Kawhi back.
Yeah, people forget, dude. An all-time net. The Clippers have Kawhi back? And they're still +2? Jeez, that's weird.
Yeah.
People forget the Josh Sleepy narrative, and the game literally had, I think, 300 total points. So shout out this show.
I wanted to let you know, trending on Twitter right now, Tyreek Hill has changed his profile picture on his Twitter.
Stop.
To
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
I knew it.
With his face on Antonio Brown.
I knew it.
Look at this. Fuck.
Hold on.
You see that?
Yep. People forget that was against the Jets, and Antonio Brown did that. Some wide receivers, I think, need to just, like, can we transplant brain cells?
Yeah.
I would love to give Tyreek Hill a couple brain cells.
Maybe like Adam Thielen. Some Adam Thielen brain cells.
That's got to be.
No, it's not.
I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck. Spurs are -3 playing the Bulls. Dude, why do I feel like Lonzo on this Bulls team, the more he gets going, the better the Bulls are going to get?
Yeah, but the Spurs have been surging.
I know.
But
why do I feel like the Bulls are just going to get way better? Like Lonzo Ball, I feel like is actually a guy that improves everyone around him. And the more minutes he gets on this Bulls team with the additions that they have, I wouldn't be shocked if the Bulls start making a little noise in the East.
I don't disagree with you.
I mean, dude, they just banged on the Knicks. I mean, given it was Derrick Rose's retirement night. I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. Are they going to be swerving and bending corners?
They might be.
I might take the Bulls +3, dude.
Dude, yeah, maybe Lonzo just goes off now that his brother dropped a bop of a song.
Well, I just feel like Lonzo's just a great facilitator, and the Bulls have guys that needed a facilitator. Like Kobe White can't facilitate an offense. Unfortunately, he's a point guard, but he can't do it.
The Spurs have been traveling a lot.
It might be the Bulls +3, dude.
They went to Denver, had to go back home, and now they're in Chicago within the last 4 days.
Why are the Suns +3 to the Sixers?
They're also a shit show. Did you see that they're benching Beal and Nurkic?
Why?
Nurkic has been horrible.
Well, Nurkic is always horrible.
Beal can't defend to save his life.
Well, yeah, that's what you get with Bradley Beal.
He is averaging 20 a game, though.
I would love to hear Krabs talk about Bradley Beal right now.
We might hear.
But that's what he does, dude. I would love to actually hear Krabs talk about it because that's all Bradley Beal does. He drops 20, doesn't help anyone on defense, and then they lose. That's why that's all he did on the Wizards.
Yeah, I mean they haven't been able to play a lick of defense in the last, like, even since Booker came back. They're starting now Ryan Dunn. Do you remember Ryan Dunn?
I do know Ryan Dunn.
He has developed a 3-ball and is one of the best defenders ever.
Goblin, I got news for you. You're the first person I'm saying this to. Get out of here. I don't even watch you watching. Because guess what? I got news for you. I ride for Drizzy Drake. So fuck you. And fuck that little 5'6"
You're
rapper.
kind of fitted today.
Fuck that 5'6" rapper from California. He's a hoe.
Oh.
Beat his wife. People don't even want to talk about it. Kendrick Lamar beating his wife.
Yeah, and she's still with him.
In GTA. Fucking scumbag. Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, they're starting Mason Plumlee.
We might have to fade the Suns.
Embiid's playing.
We might have to fade the good old Phoenix Suns.
I do think that they'll be a significantly better team with Dunn starting.
That's an insane sentence. If that could get clipped, I want that in the new intro for the show.
Why?
If, like, in no world would I ever be like, I think with Ryan Dunn starting, the Knicks are a better team.
Dude, but the Suns are.
Ryan Dunn's not a guy that you go, he makes us better.
He's automatically a top defender in the league.
Oh my god.
When there issues defense.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, he makes them way better. And I'm also telling you that people are gonna be betting the fucking Sixers today because they're seeing, oh my god, Beal and Nurkic to the bench. The Suns are a mess, and the Suns are a mess. But Dunn makes them way better. When he gets more minutes.
All right, well, let's talk some PrizePicks and then get the people to BTL. Is there BTL today?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, word. All right, first thing I want to do is look at Tommy Millard is up for 91.5 rush yards.
Oh, we got a hammer.
Holy shit, he's up for 91.5 rush yards. That seems like a lot of rush yards.
Wait, where is it?
In 177.5 pass yards.
I don't see it. Where?
What do you mean?
Oh, now I see it.
Rav, that's a ton of rush yards.
How's the...
Their wide receiver Taco Dowler is up for 2.5 receptions.
And did you see North Dakota State has the Lance brother at receiver? He's fucking gross.
What if we did the who?
Trey Lance's brother, Bryce.
Bryce Lance is a wide receiver for North Dakota State.
Yes.
What the fuck? What if we did Millard pass plus rush just in case he wants to throw the rock? 278.
I like it.
I kind of really like that. Do you want to take Trey Lance's brother?
No, I want to take Scott Trey Humphrey. No, that chart's fucked.
Scott Trey Humphrey?
Yeah, the running back, rushing yards.
That chart is actual ratitude.
Yeah, that chart's horrible.
W. Aries, what did Aries do? Did I miss something that Aries did? Oh, no, you're just Wing each other. Just edging each other. What about Trey Lance's brother to score a tutty?
I was just about to look at that.
A Tud Bingus.
That chart's really fucked too.
It is fucked. But you know what? I think every chart's going to be fucked in this game.
What about Malott to score 2 on the ground?
Wow. Wow.
He's not even up to throw a passing touchdown.
That's insane. I think we do Bryce Lance to score a touchdown. I think he scores.
Okay, that's fine.
I think it's Malott, pass plus rush, Bryce, touchdown.
He had a really, really beautiful one the last time they played against South Dakota State.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Okay.
I think that's the 2-piece for the Natty.
So just Bryce Lance touchdown and
Malott pass and rush. Just let him go crazy.
I like that.
All right, let's talk some NBA because I love D'Angelo Russell today.
Okay, I'm running.
Do you like anything?
I haven't looked until now, but
2.5 3-pointers with a full red out chart, 19.5 points with an also. But keep in mind he was coming off the bench. Now he's a starter, so it makes somewhat sense. I'd almost prefer a 20 ball out of D'Angelo Russell than the threes, though. I might swerve on that corner. Whoa, whoa. Dude, what if Leandro Ball becomes like an unbelievable rapper?
That would be tough.
Selling out stadiums.
Then
LeVar Ball would be the best dad of all time.
Yeah. Because LaMelo's fucking goated. And Lonzo's still in the league.
What about your boy Bradley Beal coming off the bench? 1.5 threes.
How's the chart look?
I mean, it's like...
I think we should take a...
I don't necessarily care about the chart. I'm just...
Yeah, I kind of.
Is he going to get the burn enough to bang, too?
I don't know.
He's also a mid-range merchant.
I think we should take someone in the Spurs Bulls game.
Ooh, okay.
You want to take Lonzo?
So Lonzo hooked me the first time I took his PRA.
Why don't we do his... Let me see. Hold on.
Let me see what's going on. 14.5 PRA. That's higher than his average. Of course, the one game I took him, he didn't get it. I think we take his PRA. Ravington.
Why is he only up for 6.5 points?
Or 1.5 threes normal square. He's only hit 1 in the last 3. Want to do threes? Lonzo threes?
I like that. What about... Yeah, no. He's been dishing the rock, too. Look at his assist. He had 6 against the Knicks.
Yeah, he's only up for a...
and he's up for 2.5.
Goblin, though.
Yeah.
We could do 4.5 Demon. I don't know. I kind of like that threes.
I do, too.
D'Angelo Russell points with Lonzo Ball threes. I fuck with that, too.
Wait, didn't you just say... I thought it was D'Angelo Russell threes.
Yeah, but then I looked at it, and I think he scores 20 points against the Pacers.
Yeah, probably.
I love a D'Angelo Russell 20 ball. Starting to get his confidence back. Do you guys want to do D'Lo threes or Lonzo threes? I mean, D'Lo threes or D'Lo points, chat? I'll let you guys pick. What do we think?
That total's high. It's almost 240.
I know. I'm thinking maybe just points. You think he battles, or do you think he just nails 3 threes and call it a day?
We get a vote for threes.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do 0 for 7 from 3, because he might drive, go to the free throw line a couple times. If he scores 20, he's making 3 of them. That's also true.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, whatever team plays the Pacers will also play with pace in transition. And the Nets do already play pretty fast.
I kind of want to stick with a 20 ball. I feel like you're sold on the threes, though.
No, I'm not at all. I'm definitely good on Lonzo threes. Why is that 1.5 normal?
Lonzo threes, D'Angelo Russell 20 ball. I'm doing it. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm doing a 20 ball.
I like that.
I do want to look at college basketball really quick for some Squarington.
I saw someone ask about your thoughts on Wisconsin Rutgers.
Yeah, dude, I still don't know what I want to do. Like, do they have the guys to slow down Ace Bailey and Harper? I believe so. And Wisconsin is a favorite going into the rack, which is very interesting. I don't know. I seriously don't know. And they don't have anyone I want to bet on PrizePicks.
Why don't we see... Wow.
What?
Look at Tanji's point square.
I know, dude. Why is that so fucking high? It's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I'm taking Wisconsin.
Me too.
I'm taking Wisconsin. I'm also definitely taking Dawson Garcia 20 ball against Ohio State because I'm going to be on Minnesota and he's going to have to score 20. Maybe, dude, what if Tanji goes off for it?
Dude, that'd be fucking sick.
Maybe 1.5 threes for Tanji?
How has he not been... I remember him piecing up Pitt for like 35.
Yeah, he's gross.
Why has he not been doing anything?
I don't know.
My brother's bitching about it. Tanji scored 35. Tanji's fucking good.
Brother's bitch. Yeah, I'm really... Guys, honestly, I'm really only taking Wisconsin because of the hot when it's cold out theory. So, keep that in mind. All right. The prize picks that I love today that we cooked. Tommy Mellott, pass plus rush, and Bryce Lance, touchdown. D'Angelo Russell and Lonzo Ball. D'Angelo Russell points, Lonzo Ball threes.
I fuck with Bryce Lance touchdown.
I do fuck with that too. Also, a lineup that I made last night before I shut my eyes, I think it was at 1 a.m., D'Angelo Russell more than threes, Pascal Siakam points. That's also a two-piece that I made. So keep that in mind as well as you move about your day. All right, Rav, say goodbye to the people, and then we'll end every show the way we end every show.
Team A, it was great to be here. I'll probably be back soon.
You might be back tomorrow. I don't know if Josh is going to be able to get out today.
Yeah, Josh is stuck in Chicago, just like
Josh
Home Alone, except that's New York.
in Chicago.
Home Alone's New York, isn't it?
Home Alone is New York.
So Josh is like the Chicago version of Home Alone right now.
Phenomenal trivia question. Where is the family going on vacation to in Home Alone 1?
Home Alone 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. I know this because I actually just watched it. The second one is France. I know that.
That's actually the first one.
No.
Yeah, you were right. But you
Where's
blew
the
it.
second one?
You blew it. You were right, but you blew it.
Where's the second one?
I don't know where they go in the second one. They went to Paris in the first one. So you were right, but you blew it.
Where's the second one? Can chat? Can
New York is second movie.
Second one is Miami.
Second one is Florida.
No, he goes to New York.
Yeah, you're right.
In the second one. All right, Chad, it was great seeing you.
We end every episode the same way, little inspiration, little motivation. Here's what I want to say today. I saw a really great clip, and it was a guy that I don't really like. I don't really not appreciate, but he's just a little corny. But I watched a clip of him talking about, leadership and mentorship, and it was Russell Wilson. And he was talking about basically that, it started a little corny. He was like, I think I was put on this earth to love, and like that whole bit. But then he went into something really interesting that I hadn't really thought about. And I think it's great to talk about because I think we've talked about a lot what it's like to feel like at your lowest. We already gave the picks, Josieks, just rewind the stream. We talk about a lot what it's like to be at your lowest and how hard it is to be fighting that battle and feel like your back's against the wall. And I think something that Russell Wilson talked about in this clip that I think was just, it really took me out for like a couple hours because I had to sit down and really think because I think it was really powerful. And he was like, I've been through it all. I've been to the mountaintops. I've been the one holding the trophy. I've been the one in the game that's not holding the trophy. And he was like, the one thing that I've really tried to do in my life now is that when things aren't going your way, when things are going against you, when you are in that real bad spot, when you do feel like your back's against the wall and you're fighting and you're waking up every morning and you just don't want to go to work, you want to stay in your bed all day, does it change the way you lead? Do you change the way you love? Do you change the way you treat those around you that are there? And I think that was just like a phenomenal way to look introspectively at your own psyche. And I think too many times when things aren't going our way, when we do feel like our back's against the wall, when we are having those weeks, months, days, or years where we just don't even want to get out of bed, where we just feel like everything is going against us, we change the way we treat those around us. We love a little different. We lead a little different. We talk a little different. We treat people a little different. And Russell was basically just saying that the strongest person is the one when things aren't going your way, when you're not the one holding the trophy, when things aren't going right in your relationship, that loves the same, that leads the same, that treats those around them better, if not the same, that they do when things are going right. Because it's real easy when things are going right and things are going your way and you're having success to love really big, to lead like a true leader, to treat those around you that are in your corner really good. Because guess what? Things are going well for me. But I think, something that I'm going to try to transition to, at least, in my life, and something that I'm going to work on for sure, is when things aren't going your way, are you still the same leader? And I'm going to try to be the same leader. Are you going to love the same? I'm going to try to love, if not more, the people around me. Do you talk to people the same? Do you treat the people that you meet one time or in a gas station or out on the street the same? And I think it's really difficult when you think about it. It's really, really, really difficult. And I think it was really powerful to hear him talk about it, because you start realizing how difficult it is to do that when things aren't going your way. It's so difficult when you're in that moment where things aren't going your way. And I had a moment literally on Saturday where, going through some things, whatever, my buddy from home texted me something so dumb about saying, he was like, I'm going to teach Mike how to make turkey chili because you can't cook for shit. And we fuck around with each other. That's what we do. And I took his head off in the group chat. And you literally realize it's so hard to be the same person when things aren't going your way. And I think that's something I'm really going to focus on in this new year. I don't do New Year's resolutions because I think they're fucking dumb. Because I think after 3 months, you forget you even made them. And it makes you like a fake person the first month and a half of being like, you know what, I'm going to speak positively to myself. And I'm like, whatever. I try to do like real, genuine, introspective change on my mental and psyche. And I think something that talking to my therapist about is just like being the same person when things aren't going right and when they are. And you realize it's really difficult when things aren't going your way to be the same person you are when they're going great, because it's so easy when things are going great and things are flying and you're soaring. So on a Monday, starting your week right, be the guy that leads the same when things aren't going his way. Be the guy that loves the same when things aren't going this way, when things aren't going your way. Be the guy that treats the people around him the same he does when things are going great. Because I know how hard that can be. We let that bad mood literally dictate everything we do, how we treat people, how we talk to people, how we love people. And that's not fair to the people around us. And I think that's what I want to focus on a Monday and coming into 2025 in the new year. I love you guys so much. Tune into BTL. Tell him we say what's up. Someone tell Krabs Bradley Beal got benched, because I want to hear what the fuck he's got to say about that. I think it's going to be hysterical. We'll be back here tomorrow. We're going to be back with the 9:45 a.m. schedule tomorrow. I'm battling a little food poisoning. Had the beat-ups council, and I'll tell you what, it took its revenge. Fought a 5-round bout this morning. Was up at 8:30 fighting for my life. But we're going to be back 9:45 a.m. hopefully tomorrow morning. We might be doing some remote episodes this week because the polar vortex is hitting Texas, and I got news for you. When it's a little chilly and there's a little rain on the ground and it turns into ice, the whole state shuts down. So we might be doing some remote episodes this week towards the back end of the week. I think Thursday's supposed to be really bad out here. But we'll be back here 9:45 a.m. tomorrow morning, hopefully. Obviously, just keep tuned to the socials. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It means the world for everyone that tunes in every single morning. Love you guys so much. Let's bang some picks today. Let's